5 years, bro. It was dangerous. Everything was getting violent. She's like, yo, I met somebody. I think I'm really in love. We gotta stop talking. I just want to text you, make sure you're okay. Mind you, we hadn't talked in months. So let's just jump right into it, you feel me? So it was about 2020. COVID had just started, right? I was in Vegas when COVID started. I was moving from New York. I flew back from Vegas to New York. I'm like, yo, it's about to get crazy in New York. We don't know what this is. It's about to be a zombie apocalypse. I'm about to move back home to Mississippi for a little bit just to, you know what I'm saying, without COVID. Because I didn't want to be in the big city when COVID was happening, right? So boom, I'm like, if I'm finna move back to Mississippi, I might as well have somebody to chill with, because I heard we was going to be in lockdown. I didn't know for sure, right? So I text this girl. I hate it with the moves. I'm like, yo, I heard it's COVID. Everything's crazy outside. I just want to text you, make sure you're okay. Mind you, we hadn't talked in months. I met her like around Christmas time. It's summer because, you know, it's COVID. So I met her around Christmas time, texted. We hadn't talked since then. I met her one time in person. She with her and her dog was born, but whatever. I text her, hopefully you're doing well. Stay safe out here during COVID. She's like, you too. Where are you going to be? What city? I'm like, I'm coming back to Mississippi. She's like, text me, right? Cool. Get back, texted joint. She a short little light skinned girl. I never talked to a light skinned girl before. Curly hair, pretty teeth. She was cool, right? Cool personality. The only dog I ever loved until now. I met my current girl's dog. She's amazing. She's my favorite dog ever. I know it's a dog mattered, but at the time, I didn't like dogs until I met this dog. Her name was Coco. She was a chocolate lab. Cool as hell, right? So text her once I get back in town. We link up. You know what I'm saying? It's pretty cool. We're chilling every day. We're in lockdown, so people can't really go outside. So I applied to Instacart to get an essential persons badge, right? I was moving around the city, whipping around and stuff like that, so I could move wherever I wanted to. She was only like 15 minutes from the crib. I'll pull up to her crib, stay at her crib a couple days. It was cool, right? For me, it was just cool to have company, especially attractive company. We didn't really do much. She was focused on being celibate, which was cool. She eventually tried to change that, but that's another topic. But she was focused on being celibate. She was focused on God. I'm like, yo, this is a cool company to be around. And that was that, right? After a while of chilling, she came up to me. She was like, yo, I want to talk to you. I'm like, all right, what is it? She had this list. She brought out a list of things for courting. Courting is like old school dating. It's like the man has to do this quest and the man does, which is cool if that's what you're into. Me, I try to base off the Bible, but you know what I'm saying? To each their own. So she brought up all this courtship. She's like, I want you to do this for 5 months, then 3 years, do this, and then finally we get married. I'm like, yo, marriage? Like, I get it, we're both cool and stuff like that, but marriage, the boy wasn't thinking about marriage at the time, right? So I was like, I didn't really know. That kind of threw me off, but I kept chilling with her. We had gotten close, right? And then this is also around the time that a lot of racial injustice was going on in the country. George Floyd happened, and she had just graduated school, mind you, and she felt the need to go protest, which I support peaceful protest, but at the time it wasn't peaceful protest. It was COVID. It was a lot of unrest. People were restless. It was dangerous. Everything was getting violent. She had just graduated and gotten a good graduate job, and she's like, no, my major doesn't matter. I'm called to be a protester. I'm like, I get you want to go. Mind you, the protest was 3 or 4 hours away from where we live. She wanted to drive to Alabama, which was in the heat of the mess, and go protest with her and her dog. I'm like, yo, I don't really support that. You feel me? Like, I don't think you should do that. She's like, it's my life, my career. She goes and does it. After that, we chill some more, a couple more times. We're usually together like every other day. Things are cool. I'm doing my thing, working out. She doing her thing. Yeah, so after that, then she goes to 3 more protests. I'm like, yo, you need to stop going to these protests. She was like, no, this is what I'm called to do. And I met somebody there. Cool. She's a friend of mine. I'm like, all right, cool, whatever. Right? So I'm in the midst of doing a 16-week program. If you ever done a program before, you know by the end of the program, you feel like dead tired. I had no personality, bro. No drive, I'm just doing my stuff, doing my work every day, doing my cardio, eating my ground turkey and potatoes in a bowl. I used to bring it to her house in a little bowl every day, in a little cup. We weren't eating out that much, so I didn't really have no energy. The last day of the program, I finished it. I'm like, yo, my calories went up. I ate some food. I had like 2 or 3 cups of rice. I had canes and a honey bun, right? I was all ripped, looking good. Dude, I have so much energy. I'm like, yo, what you doing? Let's do this. Let's go here. Let's go to the store. I was so happy just to go to Walmart with the girl, bro. That's how you know. That's how you know niggas had no energy. But now, you know what I'm saying? So I was ready. I'm like, yo, it's finna, you know what I'm saying? Feel me? So we go to the store. She's like, yeah, let's go to Walmart. Walk around everything. I'm playing with her. I'm hitting her, play fighting, you know what I'm saying? Just a whole bunch of couple stuff that I wouldn't usually never do. But it was fun to me. I'm like, yo, what's that court thing you talking about? This and that, right? She's like, no, let's just talk somewhere else. I'm like, nah, let's not get in the car. She's like, I don't want you to drive away from me or do anything, right? Y'all saw the boys right there, they trying to get the boy. They don't feel like when I'm at partner. But she's like, let's start in the car, right? We start talking. She's like, yo, I met somebody at the protest. I think I'm really in love, blah, blah, we gotta stop talking. I said, what? Who? Like what? I was getting mad. She's like, yeah, I met this girl. I'm like, a girl? Bro, what? So I do all this work. I get in my best shape at the time. I'm cool. I'm finally, you know what I'm saying, showing you some attention. I tell you, yo, let's see where this goes. You find a girl, bro. My heart was hurt, bro. Not only did I lose her to somebody else, but it was a female. And that just messed with that messed with my head, bro. Like, my pride wasn't hurt, but like, I was like, what? You know what I'm saying? What's going on? And so I get in my car. I had the C300 wasn't this, but it was like, it was similar to, it was kind of like this. It was this car, right? I got in that joint. It wasn't fast. I stomped on the gas. I burned out the parking lot. I'm all mad, blah, blah. She was crying. But okay. With that, I feel like she still kind of cared. I was going to get it back. Nigga, no. I text her. No reply. Then this girl I get a picture of this random girl I never seen her before. Freckles all over her face. She was in the bed, which is my spot, bro. She was in my spot of the bed. The next day, as soon as this girl told me she's at my spot, bro, that I didn't even really like the girl too much, but like the fact that I had access and I didn't anymore. I was so angry. This girl was sending a picture of herself like, this is sad, stop texting her, blah, blah, blah. And I was even trying to pull all the cards, bro. I was like, yo, let's pray together. Let's do this. I'm not saying it was right, but I was pulling the God card. I'm like, yo, let's read the Bible, let's pray. She's like, yeah, maybe one day we can do it. And then she had a nerve to tell me in 10 years in 5 years we'll circle back and see how 5 years, bro? What are you talking about? You think I'm gonna sit here and wait for you 5 years? Bro, my pride was hurt at this time. Now my pride was hurt. The other girl was in my spot. The apartment I was going over to every day, I no longer had access to. The only dog I had ever loved at the time, I never saw the dog again, bro. I'm like, yo, but dude, I was down bad. I'm telling you, I was at the end of my program where I could eat more. I didn't eat no more food. You know, hear me? Let me make sure I'm frame. I didn't eat no more food. I starved for days. I think I ate one donut and played Fortnite, bro. I was in the best shape of my life. Sit here sad over a girl I didn't even like her, bro. And the thing is, the reason I tell you that story is two things. A woman is always going to choose what she perceives to be the best option at the time. At the time, I wasn't going to no protest. At the time, I wasn't a girl, so I don't know what the hell they was doing. But that was the best option for her at the time. I wasn't the best option. And number two, which is more important, if you're not where God called you to be, if you're not who God called you to be and doing what He called you to be doing, you're never going to be the best option for that girl, because you know you're supposed to be someplace else and you're over here with somebody you don't even really care about. And not only just me, but you guys in life, like you have that feeling in your heart that God's calling me to be more. God may be calling you to be rich, to take care of family, take care of His people. God may be calling you to be a leader, be something completely opposite from what you're doing. But you're in the club, like, oh, this fine girl's looking at me. Maybe it's meant to be. Let me see how it works with her. Oh, this other girl texts me. Let's see. Oh, my Instagram's popping. Let's see how this works. No, bro. You're never going to be the right option. You don't understand that, because one, you're not doing your purpose. A female knows and can feel when you're in your purpose, and God knows and feel when you're in your purpose. He's not going to bring that person that He created for you into a chaos. He's not going to bring it into somebody that is not even seeking Him or seeking the person that He created you for. So really, you're just wasting time. In that situation, bro, it fired me up, and it caused me to level everything up. Okay, 5 years. Watch what I do in 2 years. Dude, I leveled myself up. I started business. I got in even better shape that day. As soon as, I felt bad for like a week, but after that week, boy, I was back up on it, increased my calories. I did a bulk, then I cut back down again. I was popping on Instagram. This is when my Instagram finally started growing, and I started first I was doing fashion, then I was doing brand deals, then I was doing my fitness business, and now I'm here doing YouTube. And I could say that moment changed my whole trajectory of my life, because I had to use it as fuel, and that's what you have to do. But I encourage you not only to use it as fuel and get revenge, but use it as fuel to be like, yo, let me be where God's calling me to be, because that's where I can be the best. You want to level up and be Him? Oh, I'm about to be Him. I'm about to show you. The only way you can be the best to the best of your ability and the best of your potential is by chasing God and finding what He wants for you. And then you level up, bro. You start glowing, bro. This girl, I still see her. She owned a store, like an online store. It was trash, bro. My bad, but the fashion was not. It was cheeks, right? She used to make it her. I see that business page. Be watching my stories. And then one day, bro, I was curious. I clicked on it like last year. This happened in 2020, right? I clicked on 2025. Dude, this girl was pregnant by an ugly dude. Look how her life worked out, bro. She from me to girls to ugly. It's crazy, bro. It worked out like that. But I encourage you, if you feel a pull in your heart, if you know that you're supposed to be more than you are right now, and if you know that you're chasing the wrong things, you're following the wrong things, and hoping it'll work out, maybe gotta work this out for me, brother. You need to level up. Book a call, and we'll see the best way to get you on the best course of action for your life. But if you're still not convinced, click the link to my Instagram. If you're still not convinced, click that link to my Instagram and watch my daily stories where I show you how me and the guys in my academy, we achieve things daily. We strengthen our mindset. We study God. We chase God. We want financial freedom. We want to be physically fit. And we want to have the best lives possible that God created for us. And then once you're convinced, come back and book that call. I'm about to get out of here. Y'all always be safe. Chase God. Appreciate you watching.
Before I take back my time to make you pay. 30-day trial before I make my mind, and it's so wasted.